And a very, very warm welcome along, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience there. It has been a bit of a nightmare getting stream going today, but we are now almost ready to go. The issue has been that one of the parts of the overlay pulls from a third-party website, and that website has been down for the last few hours, so I've not been able to do any overlay testing. I've not been able to do any of my pre-stream checks, but I think I have now fixed it. I found an old version of what I needed to point to, and I've stored it locally. So the moment of truth will be when we get the overlay up. So let's see how we are doing. But welcome along, everybody. Let's see how we get on with this particular gift lock. It's going to be the exact same as last time. I do just need to get my on-screen furniture correct now, because I have been messing about so much, but I've got nothing in the right place. So let's get chat up there. Let's dismiss that because we don't want YouTube to automatically do our adverts. And we need to get a poll up, don't we? Left, middle, or right ball? Ball, please. So let's go left, middle, or right. This will be to determine our first starter. We're going to be doing the exact same as last time, or last week I should say, where the gym leaders will give us a random Pokemon. I've still not quite figured out how to stop the Dragon Fang going into the PC, but that is one of my top priorities with this ROM. And at the moment, it's looking like middle is the most popular ball. So, as always, we will show you the two losing balls before getting to the winning ball. We'll have to see what we get. GG is going right. How are you today, and how is everybody? I forgot to ask that with all the nonsense going on this morning. I'll give you just a moment or two more to get your vote in. Anybody who is fresh to the stream, make sure to get your vote down now. And if you do want to play this ROM, you can, of course, get the patch on my Discord. Alright. One more vote. We're up to 20 votes, and it's looking conclusive. It's looking like the middle. I was doing better until the overlay broke, but it is what it is. So we have chosen middle. Let's see what we've got in left, first of all. So we are not getting a Suicune. Thank you, chat. We're not getting a Mew. Right. What are we left with? A Bellsprout. Fantastic. Right, okay. I think we've got to call this one Sprouts. Right, so get your nickname ideas in for the next run, which will be in about 3 minutes' time. We're going to give Bellsprout its credit and give it a go. And Mew's just... not Mew. Elm's just that wisdomous. He's able to catch Suicune. And National Bellsprout Day is coming up on April the 20th this year. I knew I should have re-rolled one more time. I mean, Transform would be fun, at least. Bloody hell, fire! GG, thank you so much for the $49.99 super chat. Jeez. Please do. I don't know what to say. I am so eternally grateful. And we are, as a priority as well, working on those backports you requested. I don't know what to say. I feel like it's your mission to make me swear on stream, and you're getting bloody close. I'm gonna bloody cry. April the 20th this year is Pokemon Go Community Day for Bellsprout. But thank you so much, GG. Came right out of the blue as well. I wasn't expecting that. When Sprigatito's been more established in Pogo, I could totally see them doing it the same. Right, now I've got to be honest, I don't really have faith in this Bellsprout, so I'm not going to do all the grinding with it. But we do have to get to a level 9, of course, for the level cap, and then we'll get the candy box after we have defeated Falkner, so we have to do at least one gym without rare candies. Now this was Middle Ball, so the rival will have a Chikorita, and it's going to be Grass type versus Grass type. Can I like that while I'm doing this? Oh, the streamer cannot like the super chats. That's a scam. Right, the Nuzlocke technically hasn't started there, but that does count as a loss. Because technically a Gen 2 Nuzlocke starts after you speak to this person. Screaming? No, we're not going to do screaming. We're just going to do triple question mark as always. Let's check the challenge overlay, see if I've managed to fix that as well. I have. Our physical defense is 35, folks. Right. So get ready to be knocked out by Birdkeeper Abe Spearow here. What I want to do at some point as well is merge this and the randomizer ROM. That's going to be one of the next plans, Stefano. We're going to try and get this and a randomizer all in one ROM. And have all the different options as different flags. In the meantime, we're going to get beaten up by a Rattata. We've learnt Growth, though. I'm not sure that Growth will help us, but we have learnt it. Oh, goodness, we might lose the Nuzlocke here. Oh, wait, no, we can go back and heal. We're not on a timer. I do have to remember that this is Nuzlocke, not Challenge Run rules. That's actually part of the reason why I did the Gym Leader lock. Because there's no opportunity for me to miss routes. Let's check. Our next move is level 11 and it's Wrap. So no, we are stuck with Vine Whip and Growth. Wrap will be worse than Vine Whip and Growth combined. We could get Flash, but that would involve going up Sprout Tower, and with just Vine Whip, everything is going to be at least 2 times resisted to Vine Whip. The Bellsprout line in there will be 4 times resisted, so it will be a war of attrition that I'm just not prepared to do, being perfectly honest. And then the chances are that Flash won't do enough for us to even get past Falkner. But you know what I'm like. We did it with Wobbuffet, and we will always give every Pokemon a fair shout. So we'll go all the way up to the level cap. And then we'll see how we get on. So let's heal up our Pokemon. It's not likely, but if we can get past Birdkeeper Abe, we do have a chance against Falkner. Wobbuffet was good. I will fully concede that I was very wrong about the Wobbuffet as the starter. I am going all the way back because I forgot to pick up these berries. We're going to get the 2 extra berries we can get just in case. You never know. And knowing my luck, I'll end up finding a shiny in this particular version of the game. Yep, we've got 2 berries now. 1 for Abe, 1 for Falconer. We're feeling very, very optimistic here. Right, and there's no time like the present. Berry, give, Sprouts. Let's see how we get on. Well, thank you, Bellsprout. You tried your best. Let's randomize it a few times. And let's find out which ball to do. GG, if you're still there, do you have a ball preference, as it were? Not like that, but do you have a preference as to which ball we should pick for our starter? We are going for right. And the reason that GG gets the choice is because of that very, very generous Super Chat donation. Let's see what we get. A Staryu. I think this is going to be another one of those. Resetting at Abe. Let's have a little think. What should we call a Staryu? Oh, that's the point. What were the 2 others? So we could have got a Quillfish. Or we could have got a Venonat. Honestly, I think Staryu's the strongest of the 3. We'll call it Etoile. We'll go a little bit French. No, not Eto. And let's see how we get on with Staryu. So we're on the right-hand ball. That means that the rival will have Cyndaquil. I don't know what it is. It just sounds French and fancy. I will be perfectly honest there. So we get Water Gun at level 7. Ah, it's French for star. I'm so cultured. I've never played Pokérogue, no. What is Pokérogue? I've also found that the chat that I have through OBS is on like a 30-second delay. So I've had to pop out the chat to a second window as well, and now I can see you all chatting in real time again. It does have Harden. What are our defences? 55. We've got 20 more than last time. I will definitely have a look at it after stream. I don't actually think I've ever played a roguelike. Yes, OBS is very much OBS. I'm trying to have faith in Staryu. Our trouble here is we won't be able to evolve until Goldenrod. So we'd very much be relying on Bugsy's Pokemon. And Falconer's, of course. I am from the United Kingdom. I know that my accent sounds like a mishmash of several different countries. But I'm slap bang in the centre of the UK, almost to like the 10 kilometres actually. Yes, we aren't weak to Peck, so not only do we have the 25 increase in our base defence, we are also not weak to Peck. Oh, Chuffing Awful, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. I am so glad, GG, you have got a membership in there. I am so glad for that. Thank you so much, Chuffing Awful. Why aren't my alerts working? Oh, here they are. The alerts are on here. Let's see if we can bring them over, shall we? Thank you so much for the 5 memberships. Congratulations to GG, Randy A, David Kirby, Thomas Swain and Billy Naing for your memberships of the lovely Chuffing Awful. Dab, dab, dab indeed, as the fantastic A Gamer's Tale says. And if you aren't following A Gamer's Tale over on Twitch, I would highly recommend it. He streams in the middle of the night for me, so I'm not able to watch too often. But the streams are very, very, very fun. If GG hadn't got a gifted membership, I was going to see if I could try and figure out a way to gift one myself. I was so stressed earlier on, and the wholesome vibes from the chat have really put me in a good mood. I do need to grab some lunch mid-stream at some point. Memberships are a monthly recurring thing. They start at, I think it's like £3 United Kingdom pounds on my channel. And it just gives you the little green name on the chat. Chuffing Awful, thank you so much for the 6 whole months already. Bloody hell, has it been 6 months? I was just in shock the other day that some people have been around for a year. And there are other people who've been around for 18 months now. I've just noticed something on this overlay that's really bugging me. The right-hand side is chopped off a little bit. Let's unchop it, shall we? There we go. Everything's not cropped now. We have water gun. Let's take on the rival. Don't I bloody know about that, Peach. It's my birthday next month. May 16th, if anyone's interested. I'll be doing some kind of massive stream. You have been around for almost a year. You missed the Bellsprout getting beat up, Mayrain. I am turning 33 in May. Although I think we all lost a couple of years to COVID, didn't we? So how about instead, you're turning 29, I'm turning 31. That sounds like a plan. We'll all just knock 2 years off all of our ages. So A Gamer's Tale, you're turning 28 in June. Fantastic. Shuffling Awful, you're almost 30. D1, happy, you're 33 in June. Fantastic. Luke, you're going to be 29 in November. And yes, Malik, I remember you've been around since Kingler. Kingler was one of my all-time favourite runs. I am getting back to the prereqs. I've tried to book a bit of time this this weekend to do the Kingler run. Not the Kingler run, the Venomoth voiceover. Words. I do want to get on my Discord a little birthday notification thing going on. Yes, if everybody could give their credit card detail, their mother's maiden name, the name of their first pet, the name of their first school, the name of the first street they grew up on. Oh, I know that feeling so well, Serdic. I'm 32 going on 82. Last night, goodness me, the back pain. Venonat. We unfortunately didn't get the chance to run Mew this time. Chestnut's going to be an interesting run. I know that a lot of people have a hatred of that line, but I'm really fond of it. Yep, my neck, my back, my et-ceteras. I even bought a fresh mattress in case it was the admittedly terrible mattress I was on before. I've got this lovely memory foam one now. Got it off Amazon, and it came rolled up, so I had to, like, absolutely move everything in the bedroom in order to get it flat for a while. Is the top of the screen cut off a little? No, it does seem like it is, though, but that's just because of how close everything is on Gen 2's screen. That is the very tippy top of the screen there. It looks like there should be a pixel gap, but it really is just going to the very edges of the screen. Because I noticed that earlier as well. I'm like, I'm sure there was a white space there, but apparently not. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention to who we were against. Let's heal. I do like that the Kalos starters did have a very specific theme. You have just made me think of something, Pete. I'm going to check if I've got it handy on my PC. Because I've got this thing just called The Bin. And it's a Pokemon bin. And I believe Quilladin was in the bin at some point. So I'm just going to have a little check. Because it's one of those days. My focus wouldn't be there for a challenge run today, and I would probably have had to cancel. Favourite set of starters? Probably between Gen 2 and Gen 7. That's just the bin on its own. Right, what about bin cam box? There we go. I'm going to drag this into OBS because this is absolutely fantastic. We have a picture of the Pokemon that are in the bin. So let me add an image for this. This was made by a wonderful human being called Masalifa Madhavi, but we can see a bunch of Pokemon that I have put in the bin over the years. So we've got Chansey in the bin there, we've got Farfetch'd in the bin, we've got Execute all over the place. Oh, there's a rude word on screen I've just noticed. Goodness me, let's crop that. Apologies if you're offended by the rude word. No one sees, no one soothes, it's fine. We are through Birdkeeper Abe. Let's go. I mean, technically, I still haven't sworn on stream. Or on YouTube, anyway. On Twitch, it's an entirely different matter. I think that crit saved our asses there, to be fair. And another crit. Excellent. We'll do the Falkner special of Potion Berry. Let's see if we can get our second Pokemon by defeating Falkner. Chansey should be inside another bin on Bin Island. Falkner crit. And if he crit again, we would have lost the run, but we just about get through. We'll get ourselves TM31, which is Mud Slap. And let's see what we have received. Welcome in, Paul Anthony. How are you today? Any guesses for what we've got? Necromancy for Kids says Seal. Yep, thank you so much to that, Barry. Tyrogue, Pinsir, Grimer, Hoppip. Who do you think you are, huh? An electric type would be nice. It would be carrying on the theme from last week. Malik, you're going for a Slowking. I don't have the info on screen today, so I don't know what it is. Let's find out. A Charizard. Right, okay. We can work with this. Let's have a little think for a nickname. The Zard is a beast early. We do have to watch out for Whitney, though. We do have Water and Fire. And it is a male Charizard. I like the idea of doing after the leaders we get from when I turn one into a prereq video. I'm going to go for... We've got a couple of votes for Dragon, actually. Smaug is good, though. So we'll go for Smaug. And let's take a look at the stats of our Smaug, shall we? Scratch, Growl, Ember, Smokescreen, not a terrible learn set. We can definitely do things with that. So we'll heal up, and we'll get the candy jar off Professor Elm's aid. One thing I'm going to do in an updated version of this is I'm going to change where the level cap updates. So you're going to get the level cap updating when you go into the next gym. Yes, the free Pokemon will always have the level up learn set. Because, quite frankly, the idea of customizing a learn set for 251 Pokemon, it's not a vibe. I do like the back sprite facade in Gen 2. And of course, Ember gives us our first chance for status. I think one thing I'm also going to do is turn Repel into a key item that you can just turn off and on. The trouble with an automated script is there'd be no human input on the learn sets, and we might as well just go for the level up learn sets at that point. Alright, Gordon, unfortunately, we're going to have to beat up your Wooper in a moment. I mean, it's a closer fight than normal, Gordon. I'm proud of your Wooper there. We'll get the Slowpoke Tail. We don't need to grab the Great Ball. And let's go through Union Cave. I mean, I have the capability in game to read TM learn sets and pull from those. It would just be trying to determine the move sets for each Pokemon. Staryu does feel like it could have a Water Rock variant. Exactly, Zard does completely counter Fury Cutter. He'd probably have to go for Quick Attack. I mean, you never know, we could get something that resists a Rock-type move. Could end up with a Magneton. That would make Whitney free. I say that, we'd end up getting Metronome Earthquakes by the Clefairy, and the run would be taking a completely different track. Smokescreen would be a nice counter against Rollout. My worry there would be that Rollout would do enough damage on turns 1 and 2 as we get the Smokescreen up. And I'm not sure if Dan's about today, but Dan and I have been working on a little project for when we take breaks. So I'm sure all of you have seen Pokedoku by now. We're going to have our own Pokedoku with a giant grid, and it's going to be a race for all you lovely people to fill in the grid. I actually had a Magneton as a starter on my testing of the randomizer, and it made the game free. Otai Rogue would be fun. I have said it from the very beginning, and I will stand by my words. In 90% of cases, the issue at Whitney's gym is not the Miltank. It is the Clefairy. Yeah, Sonic Boom is an issue. We got Sonic Boomed yesterday, didn't we? I still want to... I don't want to say fake a run, but theorycraft the perfect Smeargle run with Metronome. I will very, very clearly label it as there has been some RNG manipulation for getting the correct moves off Metronome. But I really like the idea of seeing a theory-crafted Smeargle run, where you get Return off one of the Metronoming Clefairies you come up against, and you get Surf off the other. So you skip a bunch of mandatory battles and have a strong Pokemon. Yeah, it would be a TAS in a lot of ways. Except the movement and stuff wouldn't be TAS. The only tool-assisted part would be getting the correct moves off Metronome. We got surfed by Whitney's Clefairy last week, I believe. But yeah, Surf and Return would save so much crap. No, I'm not even giving Bugsy any credit here. I think this entire gym should be free. We're just doing these for the stat experience. As we expected, 2 one-shots there. Scyther comes out. And it's over. Hive Badge acquired. And that means we get another Pokemon. So what do we think we're getting? A Charizard is mean in here. Raichu, Hitmontop, Ditto, Smoochum, who do you think you are? Tauros, Machop, Fluffy, Elekid, show me how good you are. A lot of votes for Tyrogue. I would love to see a Tyrogue at this point. But let's find out. Oh, for God's sake, not again. The bloody bin fairy is back. Right, so we still have 2 Pokemon. And 1 absolute abomination of a thing. Let's take on Rival. We burnt the Ghastly. Burnt the Zubat. Quilava comes out to play. Stop dropping my accuracy, you troll. How do you burn a ghost? With great ease, apparently. And as your super chat has just dropped off the tippy top bar, thank you once again, GG, for the very, very kind $49.99 donation. I don't think we'll need many of the level up moves. I will double check Staryu's level up learn set before grabbing a stone. And no, it's not random for the evolution. It's just going to be into a Starmie. I've not done a randomized evolutions thing yet, but I could do a thing where we randomly evolve every level. Let's get the Tree Shaker. Let's get the Honey Jar as well. Yeah, holy water is a good idea for what would burn a ghost. Alright, so once again we're doing this for the overkill. And because I cannot stand the Hoppip line. Honestly, it's just therapeutic to beat up some Hoppips. I love how that scratch was a critical hit. I was going to try and go into the daycare then to get the super potion, but it's locked off, isn't it? Oh, when we don't need a bloody Abra, you show up first. You absolute scam artist. Let's get ourselves into the underground, grab the coin case. How many times have we been stuck in that exact location going, hello, Abra, where are you? But now, when we don't need it, it shows up first time. Yes, I'm salty about that. Abra is very much a troll. We'll get a water stone in our bag now. If that was a shiny Abra, I would probably have just rage quit stream. Let's get ourselves a quickie C here. We'll get ourselves dig as well. I think what I'll do as well is I'll incorporate a level boost into this version. So have the optional level boost that we've got from the other one. I mean, eventually we are going to combine these two together. Escape rope. It is a key item, yes. The star is still alive. It survived and gave us a Charizard. We named it No-2.png, Peach. After last week's No.png. Let me now swap Staryu to the top so we can have a look at its level up learn set. Honestly, don't think we're going to need any of those moves. Because we're going to get Surf. We can give it Icy Wind as a push. It's got Hidden Power Electric, which is interesting. What's the Hidden Power for the other one? Hidden Power Dragon at 67 for Zard. That would be interesting. Oh, Recover is at 19. We could get Recover. We'll replace Rapid Spin with Recover. We'll get us all up to level 20. Can anyone learn Headbutt? Smaug can learn Headbutt, so we'll do that in place of Scratch. Chansey's Hidden Power. Are we really having a look at Chansey's bloody Hidden Power? Hidden Power of Fire at 41. Let's go back to the other overlay now, so we can see the badges. Thank you for the compliments on the overlay, Sarah Knight. And let's use that water stone we bought. And there we have a big Starmie, still in the slow experience group. I actually counted the number of lines of code in the overlay yesterday, and it's about 21,000. I completely agree there, Malik. The team is good, barring the pink thing. I'm going to risk it here and go Rage Strat. Right, that was a bad idea. Total misplaced sugar. Ha! Rollout missed. We're still there. I thought we could get it with that next rage, but I misplayed. You know me, I'm not the best at Nuzlocks. I won't say it on stream, but what Horizon said, OS word, absolutely. But Zard at least helped us through. I hope your nephew is doing well and that your sister is also doing just as well, GG. I'm very glad to have you in for this entire stream. So, Sarah Knight, because you're new to the stream, I will tell you exactly how this works. Every time we defeat a gym leader, they're going to gift us a random Pokemon. So right now we've just got our third badge, so we're going to get our third gifted Pokemon. The starters are randomized, the gifted Pokemon are randomized, and then we cannot catch anything else. Pokeballs are disabled, gift Pokemon apart from these are all gone, and they're all out of the window. So we have just what the gym leaders give us. We get HM items to replace the HM moves on the learn set so we don't get soft locked anywhere. And as we can see, chat is already guessing what we're getting next. Charizard's passed away, unfortunately, Peach. Let's see what we get. We get Strength outside of Battle. We get Attract. And let's see what we've received. Geodude. Female Geodude, which isn't great for this. Because it means its attack DV is in the lower half of the DVs, so its attack is 0 to 7. But Geodude, excuse me, is still a very, very strong Pokemon. And I don't know why, the name Brenda's come into my head for it, so we're calling it Brenda. Brenda the Geodude. And also, we cannot rare candy our fainted Pokemon. We will check the hidden power for Geodude in just a second. I do need to deposit and say thank you to Charizard, though. Thank you, Charizard. You got us through Gym 2. But now you've got to go in the box. Let's take a look at the stats of Brenda. Let's bring her up to top and swap overlays. Brenda has Hidden Power Dragon at 40. So not great with only 30 special attack. While we're here, we are going to go into the marts once more, and we're going to spend yet more bloody money. We'll get a generic Evo Stone. That will allow us to get Golem. Magnitude is going to be really helpful for the next gym. Squirts Bottle acquired. And let's move the candy box up. No, we're not learning self-destruct. Just gonna get a couple of levels on this motley crew of Pokemon. It's going to help out at the rival an awful lot having a Geodude. Let's find out, shall we? We'll put Geodude up to tippy top spot after this battle. Oh, goodness me, that's a Zubat. That has a bug-type move. Throw a rock at it. Oh, God, we're back to Diglett. Come back. Right, let's take a look at Brenda on this overlay. So we learn rollouts at 31. Let's reorder these moves to something sensible. Rock Throw magnitude like that. I'll swap back to the other overlay now. I am going to pick up the TM for rollout as well. Which is why we're going this way. Oh, hello, Snubble. I forgot you were around here. Venonat. Throw a rock at it. I love the fact that we only get the 17 Pokemon. No, it's 18 Pokemon now, isn't it? Because of what we added at Lance. We get 18 Pokemon, and that's our lot. We get one for each type, and then one for good luck. And we cannot scam it, which is one of my big things as well. Hammer. It's big hammer time. We like the big hammer. Gigi, do you have Discord? Because if you do, I can give you a patch for this exact version of the ROM. So all you'd need to do is find a perfectly legitimate copy of Pokémon Crystal. And then you would be able to try this for yourself in its current state. A Mon for each leader and a Mon for Lance, and you get your one starter. Right, let me just get a Discord link up for you. And this isn't just for GG, it is for everyone, so let me create an invite. It's going to be a 6-hour invite link, because that's what I always do. So that we don't get random people coming in, so generate new link. And let's do that. And we shall try and pin that message. Could somebody just send a message in chat, please? So that I can actually click over the pin button. Because at the moment, that is currently covered by that little reaction ball. Thank you. Thank you for the poo. There we go. I can pin it now. Goodness me. And if you do want to join the Discord, I do manually approve everybody coming in. So welcome in, GG. Let me give you the active member role. I can disable the live react, but I enjoy having the live react. And Weon313, are you in the Discord as well? One thing I do want to try and do is, in the Discord, have people have the same usernames as YouTube. Or at least display names, because I get very confused. Oh god, I just realised this thing has fighting type moves. Ha! We outplayed you. Take a water gun to the face. Yes, a French Starmie named by the lovely Peachleaf. Throwing a rock at a rat. Oh, good lord. This is double Diglett, isn't it? Magnitude 9, I'm so glad we swapped out. Welcome in, Squall Lionhearts, how are you today? Double Diglett, and then we're finishing off with a Geofella. Exactly, Brenda, MLB contracts when? Let's throw a rock at a Pidgeotto. In fact, let's do it again. It looks like we're going to have to face Brent with his absolutely abysmal Lickitung. This is 2 runs in a row where we've been gifted a Chansey, I believe. A Furret would be nice. I knew there was a reason I kept around the Chansey in a bin emote all this time. Bloody Bugsy gave me Chansey. This is our second attempt today. We got a completed run done last week, on like our 4th attempt. Yes, Ferret was on top spot for a very long time. And by a very long time, I mean like 2 videos. So this is our second attempt of the day. Regular Bugsy would have given us something useful. We'll get Hidden Power. I don't want to waste it on any of the Pokemon we've got at the moment, though. Let's go back to Ecruteak City. Yes, Fearow was on top spot for a very long time. Kangaskhan, I think, is the one that spent the longest on top. Furret is one of the best Pokemon out there. I'm absolutely with you there, A Gamer's Tale. Oh god, we're slower than Raticate. We'll get the Mint Berry. We'll get the Nugget here. It was like almost a year, maybe even over a year, that Makago was at the very bottom of the leaderboard. Carrying the weight of everybody else on his shoulders, maybe, question mark? What body part does Makago have down there? Right, GG, every time you start the game, it's completely random. You don't need to do anything else. Literally every time you start a new game, the randomization will be completely different. So you can do it as many times as you like, and it will always give a different outcome. And there is a little trick. Before you get your Pokemon, if you're playing with save states, if you talk to the healing machine in Elm's Lab, that will re-randomize everything. So you don't have to do the intro again with the mom. What did I just overwrite? Pound. Get rid of Growl. Right, he's going to start with Ghastly Haunter, isn't he? Magnitude 8, that's good. Quilava comes out. Magnitude 9, even better. Zubat, we throw a rock at. Magnitude 4, 4 times super effective with a critical hit. Rival was easy. That was a lot less stressful than I thought it would be. Brenda has been hitting the gym. I'm proud of Brenda. And in fact, because I believe that Graveler and Golem's learn sets are exactly the same, with exactly the same levels, we're going to use the Evo Stone now. So we are as overpowered as possible with the Golem. I bloody love the Geodude line. Legit, one of my favourite lines of all time. It is just cool, isn't it? We are in a bit of a, not unicorn, dilemma for the Morty fight, though. Because do we go Quick Claw? Or do we go Minceberry? Alolan Golem is the most fun Pokemon to say. Magnitude 10, there's our first Magnitude 10. I'm thinking Mintberry for safety for this. So I reckon it's going to be more devastating to be sent to sleep and Dream Eatered than it is to not outspeed. Let's give it a try. Right, we've one-shot Ghastly. Curse is fine. The other Haunter's come out. That's got Nightshade, but we one-shot it. Gengar sends us to sleep. We Mintberry, Magnitude 6 one-shots. We made the right play. Fog Badge acquired. And we're going to get our next Pokemon. However, I'm going to be horrible. I'm going to cliffhanger this. I'm going to take a very quick break because we've been live for an hour. I need to stretch, get myself a little bit of a rehydrate. And I want to see all your lovely guesses in the chat throughout the break. Headphone warning, there will be adverts, so please do watch out. Maybe turn them down a little bit. Do the self-cares, everyone. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience. I've got my sweet chili chicken wrap with no mayo ready and raring to go. That'll be feeding me throughout this. I'll be strategically muting every so often. And let's see what the Pokemon we get is. A Golduck. I'm happy with a Golduck. In fact, I think it would be quackers not to be happy with a Golduck. So we will do what is becoming the traditional checking the hidden power type. Oh, let's see, hidden power dark at 68. What are this thing's DVs? Let's see if I can find out its DVs very quickly. 15 in attack, 11 in defense, 12 in speed, and 8 in special. That is a good Golduck. That is very, very, very nice. Now we have a choice of many Pokemon to beat up fire types at this point. We are going in to get Surf now. Quackers does carry the spirits of Smaug. Grass types are very much our Achilles heel at the moment. Do we still have a Headbutt TM? No, we don't. Exactly, what grass types are there? Triple question mark doesn't have one. Oh, very well done to anybody who did guess Golduck. Yes, Smaug walks so quackers can't speak. Yes, we did use Headbutt on Smaug, so what we're going to do is we're going to first of all take on Picnic Kim. Just confusion her. Oh, you made it easier. Thank you. You roared from one water type to another. I didn't mean to go in here. We're going to have to cycle back manually now. TMO2, Headbutt. Get rid of that, because we've got Screech as well. And we'll leave there. Yes, it is weird that Golduck is mono water. Completely agree there. Yes, it is nice to not be on the clock. We can teach Ice Punch to Golduck, but I'm silly and forgot that. Let's use the Rentalabra again. Obviously, we're not friendly enough with it yet. We'll buy 2 of each punch. We don't have a Rental Kenya, but we will get an Air Balloon. Let's dip ourselves in there, shall we? The lady does check for every Pokemon we have, but not a single one of them will be friendly enough yet, I don't think. Maybe Starmie. You have to put it in the front, yes. But I don't think Starmie's quite friendly enough. We don't need return just yet anyway. And there are the Kimono Girls all defeated for another Nuzlocke challenge. We'll get ourselves HMO3 and we'll get a raft so that we don't have to teach Surf, but we would be silly not to teach Surf. So Etoile, you're going to get rid of Water Gun. And Quackers, you're going to get rid of... probably Disable at this point. While we're here, we're also going to get Ice Punch onto Quackers just in case we come up against anything that needs an Icy Punch. 150 for the friendship for return, I do believe. Yeah, if only we still had a Flying Fire Pokemon. We'll stick Quackers up for a little bit. There's absolutely zero reason to run Waterfall over Surf. It's a useless move. Magnitude 9 on there. Here comes Psyduck. We will assert our dominance with Golduck. Waterfall, I don't believe flinches until Generation 4. God, Struthruth, you were a bit crap there, weren't you? Waterfall, if it came earlier, would be a fantastic move. It's just worse than Surf. Yes, from Gen 4 onwards, Waterfall is actually one of the better moves you can run. It becomes Water-type Headbutt, and we all know how much I love Headbutt. Just realised I'm doing my challenge run shopping here. We'll get ourselves strength and we'll also receive the Burly Man. I believe the first Pokemon we're going up against here is a Noctowl. Yes, you have to surf to get Waterfall. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh no. We're asleep. Won't really affect anything too much. It's just a bit of a troll. There, rock hit. Thank you. Now we have our choice of Pokemon we could use in this battle. Yes, it was a signature move for Goldeen and Seaking, pre-HM status. And in fact, I'm fairly certain that's why Goldeen and Seaking still live in the Tojo Falls. Because you can still get Waterfall without picking up the HM. Grab the Ether. Grab the extra Super Repel. Oh, there's no rare candy there anymore, is there? Let's have a look at what it is. It's a wild area, so yes, there are bagpipes playing. Yes, the Galarian pipes. You know what, just for the hell of it, we're going to use the hammer. And where are my super repels? My bag organisation at the moment is not great. Oh god. Movement, please. Movement, please. Oh, not Swimmer Kaylee. With her Goldeen. Goldeen. Yes, we get a Pokemon after every single badge. And it's completely random. So it could be any of the 251. We'll get the secret potion. Brenda would have a very rough time in this gym, so we'll give her a bit of a break. And instead, what we will do is we will go in with Quackers, because Quackers at least has confusion. So let's now see how we get on in this gym. Headbutt, I think, is the more appropriate of the two moves for the Hitmons. Yes, Harden is objectively worse than Defense Curl because of the rollouts. It's kind of a redundant move. Especially because Defense Curl is a TM. One shot on the first Mankey, it's going to be a one shot on the second Mankey. Primeape comes out, let's have a little check. Right, okay, that's not the worst in the world. We're almost ready for our next gym badge. So let us see how we get on against Chuck. Starting with the Primeape, I'm going to try and get the flinch, but it didn't quite work. Alright, we're asleep here. Dynamic Punches hit, which isn't great. Please don't hit yourself in confusion. There we go. That was tight, but we have obtained the Storm Badge. We get our own Dynamic Punch now. And let's see what our next Pokemon is. Oh, there we go. I thought I had unmuted. I was taking a bite of my wrap. But yeah, that's not a bad learn set. Hidden Power Poison is the type on this one. And I do know that Peach is a big fan of Sunflora, which is why I decided to name it after Peach. Yes, we did get Sunflora. Yeah, I was trying to eat my wrap, hit the unmute button, and I didn't quite unmute properly. No, I wasn't mad for once. Just mouth full instead. Well, let's get the air balloon actually all the way up to top. It is better than a Sunkern. In fact, if we swap back to the challenge overlay, we have 105 in special attack. That is not bad at all. 105 special attack is nothing to be sniffed at. Though what I will do is I will reorder these moves to be a little bit more sensible. Razor Leaf, Sunny Day, Pound, and Growth. We'll do that there. Sunny Day, Solar Beam as well. It's very risky, but that is an option. I don't think Growth does interact with Sunny Day. Right, now just for level cap purposes, we're going to go over to the Lake of Rage now. Just so that the level cap doesn't get completely confused. Oh no. That wasn't even on purpose. I was trying to set up this arc of Sunflora being good. I was going to be like, Sunflora, we were all expecting it to be rubbish. Let's see it take on the Gyarados single-handedly. And then let's take it through the Rocket Hideout. But no, that's not a thing. We got thrashed. Oh, we do need to deposit Sunflora, actually, don't we? Lance, I've got better business to be getting on with. Sunflora, we barely knew you. You'll be getting your redo in a couple of weeks, though, so, you know, don't milk it too much. Goodbye. No, absolutely not. Chansey, you're not leading the team. Exactly, we should have named it Soon to Die. Yes, Sunflora is already dead. It got Gyarados to death. The first death was Charizard from Whitney. Thank you for popping in, Adrian. I hope you have a wonderful time at work. Lance is going to give us some secret potion. Level 31 acquired. Let's get the passwords. Ekans. Oh god, that's a Gloom. Oh, it's fine. It's only a Gloom. And we'll get the Raticate tail password as well. We'll grab that. Did you see that ludicrous display last night? Maybe, maybe not. Actually, I did... Kind of in the periphery, I did see the ludicrous display by Liverpool. That was definitely a thing. The fact that what was Wenger thinking line was relevant for pretty much a decade afterwards says it all about how long Wenger was at Arsenal. Revealing a little bit about my childhood here, actually. My gran was very much anti-swearing, and she refused to call them Arsenal. She'd call them Bottomnal, or Bumnal instead. Don't drink me, Gloom. Bumnal does sound worse. I'm one of those, in the right situation I will swear like a trooper. But there are a lot of situations where I won't swear. Like, when I'm on stream here, it'd be grossly disrespectful when I label myself as family friendly to be effing this and effing that. But over on Twitch, I have the 18 plus tag. So I do allow myself to let loose a little bit, should we say. But it all depends on the people you're around. Now, I've got to be honest, I'm not feeling that confident about prices, Jim. I mean, we should be fine, but at the same time, we don't really have anything great against the water types. Brenda's absolutely not the right choice at the start here. So we'll put Quackers up top. Thank you for the good lucks with the rest of the run. We'll bloody need it. Speed drop isn't great. Crit flinch. Scam. There absolutely is a price to be paid, but we're through the dugong. We'll serve the pie the swine. And we get the Glacier badge. Icy Wind acquired, and let's see what our next Pokemon is. I'm thankful. I'm glad you like the overlay. Thank you, Kanbei, is what I tried to say there. I'm gonna have another bite of this sweet chili wrap. It's divine. And it is Boo Bat. Pooh Bat, we're calling it Pooh Bat. Any reason to keep the theme of poo that's been going on today for some reason. It's going to be a long time till we get a Crobat. Now we are just going to go up to the next level cap because we've only got Jasmine left to fight. And then we'll check the hidden power type. Egg Bomb, no. Rollout? I'm going to keep Rock Throw for now because we have Rollout in the bag. Hidden Power Dark at 47. What does that mean for our DVs? 3 in attack, 15 in defense. Right. So we don't have the best physical attack in the world, but we at least resist grass again. And that's going to be big. Yes, we have very good defensive typing there. Did I already summon Jasmine back? Yes, I did. Actually, I've changed my mind. We're going to lead with Etoile. I think Etoile is going to be the better choice here because we should outspeed the Magnemite and we could potentially get 3 one-shots. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Jasmine's down. Let's see what we get for our next Pokemon. Already. Primate Heracross, I'd love a fighting type. Executor would be fun. Beedrill Heracross would be fun as well. I spotted it just as the same time your message came through, Nev. Oh, John Anderson, thank you for the gifted membership. That is very kind, and congratulations to Mazal Tawab for your gifted membership. Let's see what we have received. As soon as the membership disappears off the screen, that is when we will reveal all. I hate this Pokemon. I absolutely detest this Pokemon with a passion. But it's so good. I'm not even going to lie and say that it's bad. It is a good Pokemon, but I cannot stand its guts. Yes, contenders are ready! What shall we call this thing? I don't just hate pink. I actually kind of like pink. Bunchrome suggests Pinky. I'm thinking the brain to go with pink. To go with Pinky. Let's take a look at the brain's hidden power type. Hidden power still at 62. Wrong way, Squidge. There we go. So we have Pinky and the brain. Yes, Elm, we know. Stuff's going on. It's terrible. What do we get? Do we get anything good by level up? Oh, we have Metronome. That'll be fun. Right, we're going back to Goldenrod. That is going to be the next plan. Where's the air balloon? There it is. Right, let's get ourselves a moonstone. I get so lost in this place. There we go. We'll get ourselves return. And let's make this Clefairy's Learn set actually decent, shall we? Ice Punch. Between Thunder and Fire Punch, I'm umming and ahhing at the moment. Let's go Fire Punch. Because we do have Thunder Punch in the bag as well. And we shall get ourselves a headbutt on this thing as well. Did I buy a Moonstone? That's the next question. So much stuff to remember. Yes, I did. We'll use that protein here on the brain as well. Hang on, the level cap hasn't updated. Wait, no, I've done it again. The level cap has updated. I was on the wrong overlay. So now we are a Clefable. And while we're here, we're going to deposit Chansey as our backup normal type. So, thank you, Chansey. We may see you later. If not, we're just going to have the demented Clefable around for a while. Oh, we might as well do rockets. I don't like the rocket section. Nobody likes the rocket section, but it needs to be done. How would we all feel about rocketless Nuzlocks? If I can find a way to completely disable the rocket sections. I enjoy the downtime as well, but it is a bit tedious. That's what I was kind of thinking as well as another option, having just the admins and thinning out the herd. It is absolutely part of the game, you're not wrong there, wee boy. I might make it an option for the released version of this. The rocket theme would work so well for the Elite Four, actually. Hadn't thought of that before. You need coffee? Go and get yourself some coffee then, if you can. I'm not sure if Ramadan is over for you, Malik, but if you can, absolutely get some coffee in you. Least favourite badge to obtain? Probably Misty's Cascade badge. See, I use the Kanto battle in my music because I think that works well as well. Yeah, I cannot stand getting bloody Misty's badge. It's such a pain in the arse. Because of the amount of crap you have to go through with Nugget Bridge. Oh, Magnitude 4's terrible. There we go, Magnitude 8. When do we get Earthquake? 41, right. Right, so the level caps will work by us only getting a level cap for blue. Because they're done in any order. Yes, a pain in the bottom, as a granny would say. I am going to try and work on some coding that will bring your Pokemon down to the level cap if it's above. Any badge to represent my channel? That's a very tough question. I mean, I'm kind of built like a boulder, so we could have the boulder badge as my channel. I'm like 6'4" and 6'4" round. Oh, bloody hell, we're getting close to another hour mark as well already. Oh, I was not paying attention there. Had a notification come up on my phone. Squidgy, pay attention. She is triggered by you talking to her, but the only way you can talk to her is by getting through all of the gym badges. Or not all the gym badges, all of the trainers there. We could absolutely move Nugget Bridge around. Do it how they did in Crystal Clear, for example. I do like Magnitude as a move. I'd prefer Earthquake, but we are well on the road to getting Earthquake. But Magnitude 7 is more than cromulent enough for that Pokemon. This really is the weak to ground section, isn't it? Also, have you noticed, especially when the rival has the Cyndaquil line, just how glaring his weakness to ground is? Nobody has died. I've just deposited Chansey for now. So Chansey's having a little bit of rest because we've got Clefable. Yes, deposited it in the bin. Misty has a job to do. Oh, Sunflora died. Yeah, I forgot about that. It was short but sweet. Oh, thank God the Kaboom didn't do more. I was just trying to get some stat experience on our Golbat. Sunflora died pretty much on its first turn. It was like turn 3. I was trying to set up a couple of growths. Yes, the earth-shattering kaboom! Magnitude 10, a little bit of overkill there for a Friday afternoon. Oh no, you spilled your chicken noodles on the ground. That's not good, Gord. I know the feeling about being clumsy. Don't drink me, Golbat. What do you lead with? Arbok, that's fine. Gloom next? Well, Vileplume, I should say. Come on, Poobat, it's your time to shine. Sweet Scent! What on earth is your AI on, mate? Right, let's take on the final executive of the tower. Oh, do not flinch hack me. Thank you. You'd get along very well with Kangaskhan. John Anderson, he also loves lasagna. I have such a weird relationship with food, so I never know quite what my favourite food is. Cake is very good. I love cake. Chips are very, very, very good. Air Balloon over to Blackthorn, or just near Blackthorn. We've got to go through the mahogany stuff. I do love good spicy food as well. Chansey isn't dead, but Chansey has been put in the box temporarily, just as a backup. Yes, it's getting the box treatment. Full heal. Never melt ice. Sleep talk in case we get desperate. Iron so that we can flatten out some of the issues we're having. Where are my repels? There they are. Kanbei, thank you for the £2 super chats. They're all dead, Dave. I don't get the reference if there's a reference. I'm so uncultured. That was for you, Sora Donald Goofy. Red Dwarf. Oh, that is true. We don't have a single Gen 2 Pokemon on our team at the moment. And sorry, Paul, we had to beat up your Dratini here. Had to be done. What move was that? Oh, skipping through. Confuse Ray? Might as well get rid of Harden. Cool Trainer Paul's Dratini had to be beaten up. We've got a couple of Pauls in chat today, actually. That'd be kind of cool, doing the game in reverse. Right, well that's kind of terrifying, the fact that Ice Punch wasn't a one-shot there. So what's our Spatak on this? Spatak of 75 compared to Spatak of 91. Right. Yes, Clefable is not 100% female. Gonna give the Purr's Cure Berry here to Quackers. We've already wasted the Purr's Cure Berry. Oh no, that thing had Thunderbolt. No, thank you. Kingdra's out. Right, let's think about how to do this sensibly, shall we? Oh god, that's going to be 4 times resisted. We've frozen it. Let's go. Thank you so much, the brain. That was a bit rough. Once again, Freeze Luck has saved the day there. The brain is a genius. You're not wrong, Kanbei. Yes, she doesn't give us a badge quite yet. I'd love to think the Loch Ness Monster's real. And we are about to get our next Pokemon. And I want your guesses once more because we are getting to the top of the hour. And that means we're going to take our next very quick break. It'll only be a couple of minutes. I want to grab a fresh drink, have a little stretch. And I would really like to see your guesses in the chat. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience there. Let's see what our next Pokemon is. It's a Nidorina. I'm kind of happy with a Nidorina. Nidoqueen is a very good Pokemon. Favourite Pokemon ability? Probably Effect Spore. That's a lot of fun. But yes, we have a Nidorina. And could we have a nickname for a female, well, obviously a female Nidorina, please? Yes, a lot of balanced Pokemon with access to the punches is what we're getting. I like Luna. We'll go for Luna. I would avoid using the name Liz in any of my runs because that was my grandmother's name and it might make me a little sad. We'll grab that next Max Elixir. We will escape rope out of here. And let's do a cheeky little heal. You weren't Snowmanic, nothing to apologise for. Just that's why I would never call a Pokemon Liz. There's also Picnica Liz in the game. New Bark Town, onwards and upwards. Let's go towards the Pokemon League. Here's our ladder so we don't have to teach Waterfall to anything. Oh no, that's a bit of a bug. I've never tried air ballooning inside before. It just takes you to New Bark Town. Right, good to know. I was trying to repel. It does ram through the rock, you're not wrong. Earthquake, yes please. Only Lance will give us a Pokemon. Double kick, poison sting rather, tail whip and bite. We're going back to Johto. We're getting better moves on this thing. Let's actually see. Well, we're at the level cap, so unfortunately we don't have any new moves on this. Where's the air balloon gone? I'm still not used to the HM items. What TMs can she learn, actually? So I'm going to assume Nidoqueen can learn Earthquake. That would make sense. In fact, let's buy a Moonstone first. Oh, we can't hold anything else. Let's sell some stuff. Thin out the bag a little bit. Gen 2 learn sets do not make sense at all. You're not wrong, Kanbei. So let's evolve our Nidoqueen. Did I buy a Moonstone then? I thought I did. There we go, that's a delicious learn set. So we'll get ourselves a headbutt first of all. Replace Poison Sting because Poison Sting is terrible. Now we cannot learn Sludge Bomb, which is an absolute scam. Because it would have been nice to have some stab poison. Golbat can't learn it either. I reckon we'll give this thing Shadow Ball, though. Though, let's just double check the brain. 17 attack compared to 82. Yeah, we'll give her Shadow Ball. Where's my Shadow Ball TM? There it is. Get rid of Tail Whip there. And our hidden power type is Ground at 49. Well, we're going to be getting Earthquake on her. So there's no sense in that. So now let's fly back towards the Pokemon League. And we'll see how we get on at the league. We're either going to go to the end of the run and have a win on this one, or we'll go until we get a whiteout or a blackout. Pick your preference there, really, isn't it? And execute it should go down once. Baton Pass? No. Oh, I forgot he has huge vision. It's fine, it's a Sand Slash. I want to try and get some stat experience on Nidoqueen before going to the league. Talking of Nidoqueen, there's another one of them. Now, there is a heal spot here. We're past Joyce. For once. Where is our Thunder Punch TM? Yes, you still get stat experience. You just have to box trick for it to add. I'm glad that was a crit because that was a lot of damage. Double crit, you scam artist. No, I was trying to go this way. And let's see how we get on against Beth. Easy is how it was against Beth. Oh, I should probably get that Max Elixir, shouldn't I? Yes, Headbutt Triple Punches is absolutely the most Goldenrod learn set we could have. Oh god, we ended up encountering Joyce after all. Nice crit. We'll do a heal. And then we'll make our way into Victory Road. It's Golduck versus Golduck. Yeah, my Golduck is better than your Golduck. Right, we have the 8 badges of Johto. We'll stick on a Super Repel. Grab the HP up. Grab TM26. And just before taking on the rival, we're going to teach this Earthquake to our Nidoqueen. And we will lead with her. Let's see how she gets on. Nice one shot on that. Go to Brenda now. Haunter again will go to Brenda. Didn't get burnt by Flame Wheel, so that's a one-shot. Golbat's the last. We'll throw a rock at it, take it down into the red. I do want to play it safe, though. So we'll swap two Quackers, and we'll just finish it off with a Headbutt. So let's heal up our Pokemon. We'll say thank you to the HM friends in chat. And we will buy... Let's get 10 full restores just to be on the safe side, shall we? Alright. It is pretty much now or never. I do just want to back up the save file we have, so that in case we do defeat the league, I'm able to restart another time at some point. There we go. It really is now or never. So he's a Psychic type specialist who leads with Xatu. So I think we'll put Quackers up front. Confused Ray's not great, so we'll swap to our backup Pokemon. That should force Executor out next. Right, so... Oh dear, I forgot this is Psychic. That was an idiot play by me there, never mind. Just one little brain fart there. Thank God Lovely Kiss didn't hit again. Oh, I've done it again. And he crit. We have nothing for Slowbro. We're going to have to try Brenda. But Brenda has no special defense. She has even less special defense now. Well, we're through Will. Not in the best state, but we are through Will. We'll use our full restores on the Pokemon we have. Let's reorder them, so thank you Luna and Poobat. We can now at least Candy Box up to 44. Can you tell I'm a solo Pokemon runner, not a Nuzlocke? That's fine. Venomoth next, interesting. Nice crit. Fortress comes out to play. Fire Punch the Fortress. Muck is next. Right, okay. Minimalized. We are badly poisoned, but we're through the Muck. That just leaves Crobat left to go. Right, okay. I'm going to get hit by the spikes here. But we make it through. This is another gift lock, Clay. The randomized ROM is not quite ready yet. But we are through Koga. We'll Candy Box, and we'll take on Will. Oh god, we're still poisoned. Alright, let's take on Bruno. Not feeling too confident about this particular Bruno battle, actually. No paralysis is good. That'll be an easy one-shot. Ooh, that was a nasty critical hit there. It hits itself in confusion. That's exactly what I was hoping for there. High jump kick will do nothing. We are through, Bruno. Thank goodness for that. Probably I'm using a full restore there for 2 HP. See, I want to keep Quackers for Lance, because he is perfect for Lance. So I don't know whether to try getting a Twirl out. And just trying to brute force Karen, but then the Umbreon, not the Umbreon, the Vileplume is going to be bad. We could go with the Brain and give Ice Punch if we've got a TM for Ice Punch left. We've got Fire Punch. I'm just going to try with the Brain. Sand Attack is bad. Confuse Ray is even worse. We burnt the Vileplume, but we are paralysed, which isn't good. But we're through that. Who's next? Gengar, right. Let's swap to Brenda. We're on a clock, which isn't good. Lick didn't paralyse, though. Throw a rock at the Murkrow, please. One shot, fantastic. Houndoom's out. We're going to take some damage. No, we're not. We're going to outspeed, and we knock it out. Thank goodness for that. Yes, Poobat and Luna kicks the bucket at will. A couple of colossal misplays because I'm starting to get a little bit fatigued, I will be honest. Alright, let's now take on Lance. Oh no. Right, we are playing it very risky here. Oh, that's not a one-shot. Oh dear. And I got rid of Ice Punch. Brenda, please save us. I think it's over. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Sora Donald Goofy. Unfortunately, we have whited out. Just because we're all curious, we would have got a Togetic next off of Lance. But unfortunately, that run did not make it to the end. It was a very good run. I could have played a little bit better in the league, but we made it very far. There's always next time, though, and that is going to be it for today, unfortunately. I do need to rest up. I'm going to be taking the weekend to do some more coding. There will be more streams on Monday, Thursday, and Friday next week. So Monday, the 15th of April, that sounds about right. Thursday the 18th of April and Friday the 19th of April. Have a good weekend, everybody. I will see you all at 2 PM on Monday. And before I go, I do, of course, want to say thank you to some lovely, lovely people in the chat. Thank you to GG for the $49.99 super chat. To Chopping Awful for not only being a Pokeball member for 6 months, but for gifting 5 memberships as well. To John Anderson for the 1 membership. For Kumbay for the £2 super chat, and to Sora Donald Goofy for the $5 super chat. It really is all appreciated. Thank you so, so much. I will see you all over at the weekend. There is the Discord link if you want to catch up over there. If you spot any bugs or just want to have a little hangout with the ROM, I will be over there over the weekend. In the meantime, though, have a lovely, lovely Friday, everybody. I'll see you all very, very soon.